The future of the Jasper Cabinet buildings continues to be up in the air. We'll have more on that. Plus, history has been made at Jasper's Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center, and Jan Dugan talks dining with diabetes tonight on Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. We begin tonight with a warning from German American Bancorp about your money. The bank says they have dealt with a trio of fake $100 bills being turned in for deposit over the last 2 days. Officials say the bills have come from 3 different DuBois County merchants. GAB says the bills are poor quality 1996 series. They also have a serial number of AH04386534B. GAB says the paper that the bills are printed on is also noticeably different than genuine bills. German American says the bank will also begin paying closer attention to bills that are being given to customers for deposit. Questions may be directed to GAB Corporate Vice President Dale Allstat at 812-482-1314. Although economic development is ongoing in several areas for the city of Jasper, questions still remain about the future of several old buildings, particularly the former Jasper Cabinet buildings. The buildings, located along the Pocahontas River, were closed back in 2002 after the Jasper Cabinet Company could not recover from a labor strike that happened a couple of years prior to the closing. Jasper Mayor Terry Seitz says the city has been actively working to find uses for the buildings as part of the city's downtown riverfront master plan.
We've used that master plan very well. We've entertained probably a dozen different investors in the last year, a little over last year, starting with Mr. Schweiger, really. And we've had some interest generated. We also know that since we do not own as a city either of those properties, they're working with private owners. And the private owners of Hoosier Desk, the private owners of Jasper Cabinet are certainly, trying to do their part too, to say, we have an interest in not just holding on to these buildings for whatever, but is there a real need?
Seitz says the discussions for use of the Jasper Cabinet building have been going on for about 6 months or so now. He says the city will have to balance its own interests in finding a developer for the buildings with the fact that they're privately owned buildings. The buildings are currently owned by Jerry Foose. Seitz says even if a private company chooses to invest in the Jasper Cabinet buildings, there will have to be some work on the city's part.
We hope that literally engages there's a private interest in the development of that, not dictating what that should be, but also then that would help be another leverage really in that plan. None of this comes with we hope the private money is there, but ultimately we know we have to, and we likely will need to do some city investments in, let's say Jasper Cabinet really doesn't have a street access. It doesn't exist. It's along the railroad track, so that's part of the master plan.
Seitz says though the city does have money to use to spur development in the former Jasper Cabinet buildings and other older such buildings, the city will have to use their money responsibly. On a related note, Seitz says discussions are continuing on uses for the former Hoosier Desk building, a shared space for the Jasper Public Library, the Jasper Arts Commission, and some apartment housing continues to be the primary option being worked on. Now, last night, the Jasper Arts Commission voted to pay their share of $15,000 to do an engineering study on the Hoosier Desk building. History has been made at Jasper's Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center. The hospital has announced that family physician Dr. Stanley Treader has been appointed to be Memorial's first ever chief medical officer. Hospital officials say the recently created position will be part of the administrative staff and will act as a liaison between the hospital's administration and medical staff. Dr. Treader will continue to practice at Dale Family Medicine on a part-time basis along with his new role. Dr. Treader earned his medical degree at the IU School of Medicine in Indianapolis. He completed a residency through the Deaconess Family Practice Residency Program in Evansville. Dr. Treader started at Dale Family Medicine in 2001 after he joined Memorial Hospital's active medical staff. He is board certified in family medicine. Now, Dr. Treader is the current medical director of Core Nursing and Rehab in Dale, along with being a Spencer County health officer. He has also served in several leadership roles at Memorial Hospital and in the community, including being on the Spencer County Board of Health and on Memorial Hospital's Board of Directors. Dr. Treader and his wife Jennifer live in Spencer County with their 3 daughters. Pocahontas Lake is getting some recognition as a tourist attraction from one statewide publication. Outdoor Indiana Magazine's March and April issue has a removable 8-page booklet on the lake and surrounding area. Other stories in the magazine include a piece on vultures, Indiana's role in the Underground Railroad, and reclamation of coal-mined land into recreational areas. Now, the lake offers 8,800 acres of tree-lined waters and 26,000 acres of forest land. The lake, of course, spans Crawford, DuBois, and Orange counties and is highlighted by the Newton-Stewart Recreation Area. Newton-Stewart is the largest single campground in the state park system and is located over by Birdseye. The Pocahontas Lake booklet is part of Outdoor Indiana Magazine's ongoing series where one state park or reservoir will be featured every month. The series will continue through 2016, which is Indiana's 200th birthday. It's also the 100th anniversary of the Indiana State Park System. Outdoor Indiana Magazine is available at Barnes & Noble stores across the state for $4 a copy. You can subscribe to the magazine for $15 a year for 6 issues, or $28 over 2 years, consisting of 12 issues. For more information or to subscribe, you can call 317-233-3046, or you can go online to innsgifts.com. And finally tonight, a Petersburg man will be among more than 150 taking part in the 2015 kickoff event and a season for a top-shelf bass fishing tour. John Voiles is starting his 7th season in the Pro Division on the Walmart FLW Tour starting tomorrow at Lake Toho in Kissimmee, Florida. The season opening event runs tomorrow and will go through Sunday. Up to $125,000 cash will be awarded in the Pro Division, while up to $25,000 cash will be given out in the Co-Angler Division. Voiles has taken part in 80 tournaments over the first 6 years of his pro bass fishing career. He's finished in the top 10 7 times and won more than $219,000. This season marks another run for Voiles at qualifying for the season-long championship Forest Wood Cup. He has yet to do so. This season is also a special one for the Walmart FLW Tour as it's their 20th anniversary season. The tour is now widely acknowledged as the most competitive tour in professional bass fishing. Anyone who wants live updates on how Voiles is faring can go online to flwfishing.com. You can also go to the tour's pages on Facebook and Twitter. All right, coming up next, this was the scene outside our studios as rain turned to sleet. Old Man Winter has more for us tonight. We'll break that down. And later on, what you need to know about dieting if you have diabetes. We're back after this.